Welcome to the Weather Guru Podcast for February 22nd, 2026. It's Sunday edition. Thank you for joining me. Hit that subscribe and like button on your way in. We're going to be talking about the snowstorm here on the East Coast I-95 corridor in the lower 48 United States. And it's just getting going right now here in the afternoon. And as you can see, the snowfall reports right now have been light between 1 to 3 inches in the Cumberland Plateau up in the PA and New Jersey so far. Accumulations have been around 1 to 3 inches so far, but later on this afternoon, all of this snow is expected to make the transition into the area here as the low pressure center is just now hugging the coast of North Carolina, and a lot of this is just light snow and rain that's been mixing down south of Washington and Richmond, Virginia right now as the warm sector of this system is producing. It's just too warm the air right now to produce heavy snowfall. That's going to change after sunset according to reports, but snowfall reports are going to be limited as we get throughout tonight here. But Philadelphia, Dover, Delaware, places like that on the Jersey shore, at the shore, are prepared for New York, are prepared for 12 to 18 inches of snowfall and winds blowing 40 to 50 mile an hour, blizzard-like conditions later on tonight after 7 p.m. is what many people have been forecasting. Many meteorologists have been forecasting here. So you can see here the warnings, and you can see the temperature gradient here. You can see the warm. These are the high temperatures for today, Sunday, February 22nd. 2026, and you can see the cold air is very entrenched here in the Ohio Valley and in the upper Midwest here. You have that cold air 5 above and Fargo, 27 degrees Fahrenheit for a high in Chicago, 30 degrees Fahrenheit for a high in Indianapolis, 37 degrees Fahrenheit for a high in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 33 degrees Fahrenheit for a high in D.C. So you can see this warm air in here has surged up into the mid-Atlantic here, and that's why it's taking longer for this rain-snow mix to transition to all snow. So it's going to be after sunset that we get those total snowfall accumulations. Although if you're in the southern half of the Delmarva Peninsula, let's say if you're in D.C., Baltimore, Richmond, your snow and out west toward Frederick and the Cumberland Plateau, Hagerstown, and up into Pennsylvania, your snow totals have been decreased to maybe 4 to 7 inches possible through Monday afternoon because of the way the system is designed. It's not like the one in January where you had a cold air in place for weeks, for a couple of days at a time that were below 20 degrees, and that allows snowfall accumulation rates to come up dramatically. This is opposite. We have warm air in place, and the cold air is going to work in throughout the night, and that's going to limit the snowfall totals for everyone except those on the extreme coast. Obviously, they're going to have winds and more snow drifts and higher snowfall totals there along the coast. So here's the system here. It's a strong low pressure system here, as you can see here, and you can see the snow wrapping around the backside and as we advance this here, you can see it's going to deepen to a 990 millibar low pressure system here around the Delmarva, producing heavy snow later on tonight here, lasting through Monday, and that's going to wallop New York on Monday morning, Boston again, Providence, Rhode Island, Connecticut. All of you guys are going to be into it as it deepens to a 967 millibar low, getting very close to that benchmark they talk about off the coast of the Atlantic there, and that's what's going to have. That's when the heavy snow is going to come in earnest for that Monday morning commute. There should be cancellations and delays for schools and other things, but it's still going to be snowing back toward Baltimore, D.C. and the 95 corridor, just not as much. It's going to be kind of a light snowfall here, and it pulls away very quickly here on Tuesday, February 24th. 2026 with just some light lake effect snow left over in the Tuckahoe Plateau and in the Appalachians, the southern Appalachians. So that's what we have going on right there for your snowstorm of 2026 here, your second snowstorm here. Winter Storm Hernando, officially the name of it here. But as I advance the radar, you can see here, there's been some heavier bands here, maybe a rain snow mix in Dover, Annapolis, back toward the 495 corridor, Pennsylvania, Georges County, and then upwards in the Cecil County in Delaware, and up toward Philadelphia. Some of the southeastern suburbs are reporting heavy bands into New Jersey. 295 maybe a wet go to New Jersey Turnpike, Garden State Parkway. 195 maybe a tough go there. Some heavy banding coming across Atlantic City here. But like I said, most of this is just kind of light to moderate snow. The real snow is coming after sunset. This is what many have been forecasting here. So you can see the hazards are in place here. We have winter storm warnings in effect in pink. This includes areas in interior West Virginia, south central PA, up and toward the Poconos, into the all of New Jersey is under a blizzard warning. So is Delaware, and some southern Maryland is in the blizzard warning for those high winds and combination of snowfall rates, maybe 2-3 inches an hour after 7 or 8 p.m. tonight. And this includes the Catskills in New York, upstate New York, all 5 boroughs of New York City into Connecticut, also into Boston, all the way up into Augusta, Maine here. We've got blizzard warnings along the coast there, and then a sharp gradient and cutoff here as you work your way back toward the Adirondacks here with no snow almost being reported there. But you have winter weather advisories in purple here for those outlining areas there, and pink for winter storm warnings there, considering that. So that's what we have going on in the northeast, but we have something in the southeast as well. We have red flag warnings for dry conditions here in the Panhandle, anywhere from Tallahassee to Jacksonville to Lake City, back toward Waycross, Georgia, down through Orlando, Daytona Beach, Cocoa Beach, Vero Beach, back toward West Palm Beach. So don't do any burning there. We also have some freeze watches in effect here, all the way south here from just east of Tampa and Plant City, Lakeland area, back toward the interior areas of the heartlands of Florida, say Arcadia, Wauchula, back toward Naples and Golden Gate. Freeze watches in effect for you guys in blue. So just keep that in mind. They'll be coming down 75 there. We also have a high wind watch and warning in effect in brown. This includes cities like Birmingham, Atlanta, Macon, back toward Columbus, Georgia, Pensacola, Florida, Mobile, Alabama. This is going to be very interesting here as the system moves up. It's going to drag those winds, produce heavy winds coming down from the north and northwest here for Sunday into Monday. This is going to last into Monday. So Monday will be very windy for you guys in the southeast, in Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, back toward Aiken, South Carolina. So just keep that in mind. And then the red flag warnings extend all along the Gulf Coast. It includes Biloxi, Gulfport, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Cameron, back towards Lafayette, over towards southern Texas as well, south of Victoria, Texas, Corpus Christi, Brownsville, Harlingen. Okay, all these areas are going to be experiencing red flag, dry conditions, and windy conditions in the morning on Monday, extending into Monday, February 23rd. Now, out west, things are quiet in the desert southwest. Beautiful conditions for Denver, the Four Corners area. And then also out west, San Diego, LA, you're getting a break from that rain. Even the Bay Area, San Francisco, Sacramento, getting a break from that rain and snow combination up in the high elevations there. There is a brief flood watch extending into northern California, north of Redding and Mount Shasta. Be careful with that. And also we have in purple here, we have winter weather advisory for the Cascades, again, from some light snow showers that are going to be trickling over the Intermountain West there as well. The Yellowstone is also on the winter storm watch with some blue here, with some snow showers that will be developing later on today and Sunday. And their day in the afternoon. So that's what we have going on here. These snow totals are going to be, increasing here. But right now, all we have is reports of about 1 to 2 inches of snow in western Maryland and in western PA as well. And New Jersey is just starting to get about 1 inch of snow here toward the Poconos and the mountains of northern New Jersey. But that is expected to pick up here, ladies and gentlemen, here as we get more reports in later on of accumulations after dark, say after 8-9 p.m. when the temperatures will drop finally enough to allow this to be all snow instead of a snow rain mix that's not going to accumulate much as well. Thank you for joining me on the Weather Guru podcast for February 22nd, 2026. Take care, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.